Hey everybody, Rob Vino here, WagerTalk.com, WagerTalk TV here with your Tuesday free plays, selection and analysis. We're going to go to the NBA playoffs once again off of a 2-0 yesterday. We'll look to repeat that here today with this pair of free plays. Going to start with Milwaukee at Indiana. We're going to get right into this. Let's open up here with this opening line, which was Indiana -6, 225.5. Currently Indiana 4, 229. Game side bet down, total bet up. Obviously, 95% of that movement is due to the potential return of Damian Lillard for the Bucks. He's missed the last 15 games, but he's been upgraded to questionable. We'll see if he makes the floor here tonight. It looks like all indications are that he will. Scheduling obviously not a problem anymore. Let's get into this matchup and the game one notes. Indiana shot 51.9% from the floor in game one and only committed 5 turnovers. Milwaukee only got 3 points off of turnovers in Saturday's contest. Indiana was plus 17 in fast break points, outscoring Milwaukee 22-5. Typical Pacer game, up and down the floor, good shooting. When they're playing like that in that rhythm, they roll. For the Bucks, they were the number one three-point shooting team in the NBA this season, number one field goal percentage shooting team from beyond the arc, and they shot a miserable 24.3% in that game. Very unlike them, only 9 of 37. How about these numbers? Kyle Kuzma, starting small forward, 21 minutes, 35 seconds, 0 for 5 from the floor, 0 for 2 from the free throw line, 0 rebounds. Taurean Prince, starting shooting guard in that game, 19 minutes, 37 seconds, 0 for 1 from the floor, 2 rebounds. That's 41 minutes of time played by starters where you got 0 points and 2 rebounds. That's got to change for Milwaukee. Other side saw Tyrese Halliburton have a nightmare of a shooting performance from three-point range, 0 for 7, only 3 for 13 from the field. Yet the Pacers were still able to win by 19. Lillard possibly ready to go here. Of course, the rust angle, always impossible to project. It's 2020 hindsight all the time. But I will say this, in the 14 games prior to Saturday that Milwaukee played without Damian Lillard, they scored 113 plus in regulation in 10 of those games. So they've shown the ability to score a substantial amount of points even without Damian Lillard in their starting lineup. We'll see if he goes here tonight. Let's take a look here. Final look. Let's get a play out of this. The zigzag theory, always in effect. We talked about it yesterday. I'll probably repeat myself 100 times where zigzag is concerned. Here, you're looking at Milwaukee in the desperate situation, trying to get a split before they go home. Here, you're looking at Indiana, team trying to hold serve and maintain that home court advantage. So it's kind of an equal portion here. You can also apply that somewhat to totals. I do that in instances, and maybe in this case, you can look at some subpar play and apply that zigzag to totals. The side is tough here for me to decide on. The numbers in a really good spot. Milwaukee's likely to come out at a maximum focus level here after that terrible performance. So I think that they're going to be in this game the majority of the way. Total's been upgraded by 4 to 229. Again, mostly returned on the basis of Dame. We'll see. I don't have a good feel there. But what I do have a feel for here, and I don't often drift into the totals market, to the props market, but let's go there for this game. Tyrese Halliburton, I mentioned his numbers earlier, just an uncharacteristic shooting night. He's on his home floor for the second straight game, and I use a lot of bounce back theory. I think there's bounce back here in Tyrese Halliburton. Overall, he's a 47.3% shooter on the season. He averages 21.5 points per game against Milwaukee. And again, he just didn't shoot the ball well in the opener. He gets his number of shots almost every game. We don't have to worry about opportunity, I wouldn't think, unless he gets into some foul trouble. And he's probably, he averages about 3 threes a game. If he knocks down 3 threes here, we're going to be right there. The total posted on this is what got me over the hump. 20.5 on Tyrese Halliburton at only -105. I think that's a solid play here. So we're going to go to the props market for the free play for this game and bet Tyrese Halliburton's point scoring total over 20.5. before we get on to the next game, which is going to be Memphis at Oklahoma City. Want to make everybody aware that you can still get involved with my all access package throughout the NBA playoffs. You can buy weekly, you can buy monthly, you can buy right through the finals, June 22nd. Just contact WagerTalk.com or visit my homepage at wt.buzz/RB. Again, the record's been outstanding over the course of the last 5 weeks. We go back to St. Patrick's Day, March the 17th, where the run is 40 and 15, 72.7%, up over 40 units. Been a great run ever since the 1st of December. So NBA has been very, very good to me. And tonight, actually have a 5% blue chip release. It's the first 5% for myself of the season. Also, you want to take a look over at WagerTalk.com because it's $5 Tuesday. Every handicapper with a $5 play. If you haven't purchased selection packages before, it's a good time to do so. You can get involved with somebody for just $5. I do have a $5 play up as well. But again, 5% blue chip up, $5 Tuesday play up, and all access package for the NBA playoffs through June the 22nd up as well. Let's move on. Memphis at Oklahoma City. Boy, oh boy, not much of a contest once that second quarter started in OKC or at OKC on Saturday. Memphis, let's face it, they were a bit fatigued. Third meaningful game in 6 days, went from the West Coast back home, then on the road again to OKC. There's no question they'll come into this game with a different energy and a stronger mindset. Ja Morant basically built in their excuse before the game even started, talking about that they would be tired, and they certainly looked it. They scored 36 points in that first half. But the style of game was exactly what you would expect. Memphis had 45 shot attempts in that first half. They only shot 2 for 18 from 3, 11%. So obviously they did not shoot the ball well. The 36-point first half total shows you that. The Thunder defense is obviously very good, but let's face it, the Grizzlies were the fourth highest scoring first half team in the league this year. Average almost 61 per game, and away from home, 58, better than 58 and a half per game. So it was just a down day for the Memphis offense for sure. Again, some of that due to the outstanding Oklahoma City defense. I'm going to pair that bounce back or zigzag theory with Memphis's offense to come back here tonight a little bit with the old if it ain't broke, don't fix it theory. This is an if it ain't broke, don't fix it spot for Oklahoma City, which in all likelihood, again, comes out strong against a Memphis team that's defensively challenged. We've gone through the numbers before with this Memphis team post All-Star break. Defense has not been good. The Thunder thrive on pace. It adds fuel to the point production, and they're playing a Memphis team that only knows one way, full throttle all the time. The potential points number, I described this the other day. It's a category I use. I'll describe it one more time. Potential points simply means if every single shot taken in the game went in the basket, how many points would have been scored? In this particular game the other day, the numbers were off the charts. There were 192 field goal attempts, 82 threes for the full game, 92 field goal attempts, 38 threes in the first half. The potential point numbers in that game are the highest so far in the 10-game playoffs that have been played. 493 was the number for the game, but how about 238 potential points in the first half of that Memphis-Oklahoma City game on Easter Sunday? If you just double that, counting the second half, you would come up with 536, which is just an amazing number. It did land, as I said, on 493. Game slowed down a little bit because it was a rout. In the first half of that game, OKC had 25 field goals, 8 threes, 30 points in the paint. They shot 75% inside the paint. They had 17 fast break points, on and on and on. The offense was there, and it's been there for Oklahoma City on this floor against this team every single time this season. That's the third time they've met on this floor. OKC in the first half has scored 76, 64, and now 68 against Memphis. Memphis, it was their second high-octane, so to speak, game since Tuesday night, the Golden State game, the play-in game, and then this playoff game. In Golden State, they gave up 67 in the first half. At OKC, they gave up 68. So, again, these numbers are all adding up to a first half over. That starting interior combo of OKC is something Memphis had trouble dealing with. Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein, 33 points in game one. Have to believe Oklahoma City gets over their team total here in the first half. And if you combine that with Memphis bouncing back, we're staring at a number of 111.5 for a first half total. 112 seems real likely as long as Memphis bounces back. I mean, they did have 36. That game hit 104 with Memphis doing nothing on Sunday. So to ask it to get to 112, you're asking Memphis to basically make four more shots, get a couple free throws, make a couple shots, hit a three. You were 2 for 18 from three. I'm going to take a solid stance with that. That's going to be your free play for today on this game. The Memphis Oklahoma City first half up and over 111.5. On the way out, I'd like to ask everybody to hit the like button if you like the selections and analysis provided here by WagerTalk handicappers each and every day. Click like, click subscribe. Join the 200,000 plus people who have already subscribed to WagerTalk TV. Thanks to all of you who have subscribed and watched these videos. We appreciate every one of you. If you have a comment on this game or any other game in the NBA playoffs upcoming, go ahead and drop it in the comments section to try to get to them as quickly as I can. For now, this is Rob Vino saying good luck with all your plays. We'll see you next time on WagerTalk TV.